Hey guys, Storm Soulfire here, and today I just talked to locals. Yay! First ever locals talk, and I was playing Chimera Illusion. This is one of my favourite decks. I've been playing this for months, pretty much since this deck really came out before Princes and the deck. So I'll show the deck profile, and also at the end, if you stay till the end of the video, I will open my little price packs of I won. So I went 4-0, and my matchups were, so round 1 I got the bye, round 2 I played against you Bell, round 3 I played against Sprite, Higher Runic, I don't know what you call that deck, SRF or SFR, who knows, and round 4 I played against the Vultures. Shout out to Chris and some of the other ones. Remember to like and subscribe, and let's get straight into the deck profile. So for monsters, we start with the illusions. So we have 3 Mirror Sword Knight, one of your go-to main monsters. This is also a monster negate and a quick effect trigger to summon a monster that mentions Chimera Illusion from your deck. So i.e. you usually go into Gazelle or Baphomet, but 9 times out of 10 you go into Gazelle just so you're not locked to fusion summoning. 3 Kotal. You discard this, grab anything that mentions Chimera Fusion, mostly monsters, it has to be. And the thing you have to remember is with these two, this is if your opponent activates something that targets one of your guys where you have a Chimera monster, i.e. like this out, this is a negate and destroy the card that targets, while Mirror Sword Knight only negates monster effects by banishing from the grave. Also run 3 Nightmare Apprentice, generic searcher, and if your hand's very cramped and filled up with stuff, i.e. like Frightful Patchwork, which I really like, if you've got extra copies of Patchwork in your hand and it's just there, it's not really doing much, but thanks to this you can discard those Patchworks, summon this, and then get searchings on. Next we have 3 copies of Gazelle, 2 copies of Baphomet. This is probably the best lineup of these. You can get away with 1 Baphomet, but I would say, just to anyone's advice, run 2, because this is a very good card. But just be aware, if you summon this, you are locked to fusion summons for the rest of the turn. So once you summon it, your only game plan is fusion summon it, but if you summon Gazelle, search this and you have a fusion spell in hand, that's fine. Last illusions are 1 Diabelle's, 1 Master Tau. This is usually your end board. You usually have this on your field plus a fusion or 2. With this, if this is on the field, the opponent has to set every spell and trap before activating it. You luckily do not have to, which is good. And if anything is set, regardless where it belongs, i.e. your opponent sets a card or you set a card, this will trigger and you can pop a card on both players' field. Very good. Master Tau, when it goes to the grave, will reborn an illusion, but be aware, since I run Fiendsmith, you probably run Fiendsmith as well. If you take advice from this deck profile, I don't know why, but just saying, if you do, this will lock you to summoning just illusions from the grave, so this will turn off the Fiendsmith engine for a turn, so be wary of that. And then obviously we have the 3 Chimera Fusions, so you need this card, otherwise you're not playing this deck. I hate to be that guy, but just saying. Yeah. And then we have the Fiendsmith engine, which is 1 Tract, 1 Fabled Lurry, and 1 Engraver. I would love to have a second Engraver, but I'm fine with 1 for the time being. I am not forking out God knows how much money an Engraver is right now. I am scared to look. If you watched my opening of Infinite Forbidden, you'll remember I pulled both of these from the same box, which was surprising, to say the least. We are also running, like I said before, the Fighter package, so 2 Poly, 2 Patchwork, 2 Chain. I like this lineup. You can play 3 Patchwork, but that's up to you, that's up to the user of the deck, but this is my preferred lineup, 2-2-2. And like I said before, if you have like multiple copies of Patchwork in your hand and you can't resolve it, discard this to summon Nightmare Apprentice and you're pretty much not clogged up in your hand, which is very good. And then we've also got one Foolish Burial, so you can dump the bells, or as I'll show you in the side deck, Wengu or Red Resonator. And then you've got some set up for the future turns. Right, for hand traps, we are running triple Ash Blossom, triple Impermanent, apologies for that, double Tactics, double Droplets, and a Pull Pipe. This was surprisingly a decent lineup because not many decks can play through this certain situation, especially like this. In my game against Madolches, I dropped them at the start of their turn, they passed with just a Fenrir, and then during my turn they drolled me, and then I went call by this, and I called by his droll, and he was like, oh. It was just funny. So main deck's 40, and now to the extra deck. So let's start with the usual lineup. So we have one Chimera the King of Phantom Beasts, two copies of Berthamit King of Phantom Berthamit the Mythical King of Phantom Beasts. Get it right, brain. One Chimera the Illusion Beast, your OTK boy. So you have one of these for your OTK. These two are very good. You can get away with 3, I've been hearing, but two's good. If you run 3, that's up to you. And you used to run 2 of these, but one of this is fine, I guess. Because the good thing is, because you have to, this effect is you banish it to reborn any Beast Fiend or Illusion. And if you have one of these in your grave, you can banish it and bring back something that's banished, so you can bring this back and then just keep looping it infinitely until the opponent just either loses or skips. We also have one Guardian Chimera to deal with scary boards. This helps against the Sprite matchup, surprisingly. And one Magnum the Reliever, because it's a Light Fiend. And what do you need a Light Fiend for? That's right, ding ding ding, it's the Fiendsmith engine. Woo! 10 points to Gryffindor. Nah, but other than that, just being a Light Fiend, you can recycle fusion spells, draw an extra card, and if another card or effect activates, you chain this, banish a fusion spell, and you get a free pop, which is very good because in my matchup against Madolches at the end, I used Gazelle Berthamit to make this, and this was already on the field. So I went chain 1 Gazelle, chain 2 Berthamit, target a Mirror Sword, and then chain 3 this to banish a fusion spell to pop a Typhoon, and that's what eventually let me win the game. So this is a very good card. If you're playing Chimera Illusion / Fiendsmith with it, do not sleep on this card. You will rely on it. It is your best friend. Some of the more newer cards I'm also running is one Aerial Eater. It's alright. I mean, I didn't really make it, but it's usable in certain situations. For example, if you open 2-edged chain, you could fuse them off and make this, and then you've got some plays from that. I'm also running one Necro Quick Princess. Why the fuck did they make this card? It's so busted and so good. They just made it for the Fiendsmith stuff, and I don't know why. Just all I can say is why. One Chaos Angel, just for if you have Nightmare Apprentice and Mirror Sword Knight, you can make this, banish one of the opponent's cards, and then both effects of this are alive, so your synchro monsters are unaffected by monster effects, and all your monsters can't be destroyed by battle. Fucking nuts. Just be aware, depending on what your materials you use to make it is. I recommend have a Lion Dark on the field, that makes 10, then summon this, and then you can just watch your opponent question their life choices. For Exceed monsters, obviously Beatrice is banned, and I was playing Beatrice, so to sort out that situation, I am now putting Evolsaur Lars in. So this is a free special. So what's this do again? Oh yeah, so while it has materials, it can't be targeted, and when your opponent has a card or effect, you detach to target one of their face-up cards and negate it. So that's very good in certain situations. And then also Triple D Wave High King Caesar. So this is a level 6, rank 6 fiend monster. You have to use level 6 fiends to make it, so kind of sucks, but it's a very good card for it. If your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effects that includes the effect that special summons a monster, attach one, negate it, and destroy. So very good card. If you can end your turn with this on the field, you're set. And then finally for links, we have one Requiem, one Saint Sequence, one Moon of the Closed Heaven, and one SP to round up the extra deck. I was running the Fiendsmith Fusion, but obviously that's banned, so put this in. And SP, very good card, gets rid of certain cards, i.e. Typhon, because that card kept popping up a lot during my games. So I thought, right, we need to get rid of Typhon before we can play. If we make SP, that is fine, and we can get rid of it. Problem solved. Finally, the side deck. We are running Triple Ghost Ogre. I've been running this because it's a very good card that outs Tempai and Yubel, because if they activate Nightmare Pain, activate this, blows up the Nightmare Pain, problem solved. Tempai activates their field spell, drop this, no field spell, and since the field spell is now limited, they're fucked. We also have Free Droll, very good card, everyone knows Stop Searches, can't really say much to that. Triple Nibiru. I dropped this, I think, one game, I can't remember which one, but it helped and I eventually won the game. Especially against Madolches and Sprite, they do summon a bit, so this is very good in certain situations. And then for back row, we have one Feather Duster, two Cosmic. You can run this, you can run Lightning Storm, it's depending on how you feel, but I would say Cosmic is probably the better of the two. And then finally, for the last 3 slots, we have a Tikaboo. Don't judge me, please. This outs Tempai, and then they're kind of fucked. I mean, yeah, I guess they are actually. One Wangu to deal with Yubel, because this guy is blows up any monster that has 1400 or less attack. Yubel and most of the support monsters have no attack, so kaboom. This also outs Melfi's as well, so if you have a Melfi player, summon this, you could be their best friend. Wink, wink. And then for time, I have one Red Resonator, so, you know, I'm pretty much covered for that situation. But yeah, that was the deck profile. So yeah, like I said before, won all 4 matches, even though I had to buy round 1, which was funny. But then I defeated Yubel, Sprite, Runic, Furhire, and what's it? Madolche. I just want to quickly shout out to Jordan. He runs the locals. Love the guy. He's amazing. Go to Kitsune Cards on eBay or their own website. Tell them you were sent by Stormcell. I joke. Shout out to Chris, because he was one of my opponents and one of my good friends. He gave me some of the Chimera cards to begin with, so if it wasn't for Chris, I wouldn't be where I am today. And he also runs a shop in Hove, which I will be going down for maybe a little vlog in the future, so don't tell Chris. Wink, wink. I'm joking. But before we end this video, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs to open, and let's see what we can pull from my price packs. Start with the Maze pack. Try not to scream, challenge, dare you. Okay, Guardian, Trenches, Court, Spellbook of Fate. Let's go back Legend first. Go for the old one first. Oh, I see something actually. Get that up. Quick Fix, Punk, Macro, and a Zeus. Yo, that's pretty good. Might come in handy. Did I? Hang on, I'll put it there and there. Imagine that was a QCR, that would be actually amazing. Next Bowser Legend. Final Cross, Photon Vanisher. I know a certain someone who'll be enjoying that card. Sky Striker thingy. Ghostworm, the Underworld Dragon, and ooh, Flame Wingman. Don't play heroes though, but Terminal Revenge next. Imagine we pulled this. That'd be amazing. Imagine. I doubt it. But... Live in Hope. Yeah, no. Toy Soldier, Toy Tank, Electro Blast, and ooh, Wingarebo. Nice, a nice little trade bait. Final pack. Can we end with something awesome? Doubt, but you know, like I said, live in hope. Oh well. That was the opening. Thanks for watching. Well, not just the opening, that was the deck profile me as well. That was the deck profile / opening. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.